Hello guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. Rimuru x Genshin Impact by SupremeDietyRrimuru Chapter 13. Utter darkness. His form starts to change, along with his aura becoming calm, yet it makes you scream to run away. A pleasure to be meeting you, quite a pleasure. I am the second-ranking Fatui Harbinger, Dottore. And you will prove to be quite a worthy experiment. God from beyond this world. The person now known as Dottore spoke with a tone reeking of sinister ideas. Rimuru, Pav, damn it. This is an awful situation to be in. Is Venti and Ether alright? Paimon has been forgotten yet again? Sigh, I need to prioritize getting information from him first. Oyu, Dr. Doofenshmirtz's copy. I thought only the 6th and 8th Harbingers were in Mondstadt. I spoke weakly as I was on the ground, treating this situation a bit as a joke. The 2nd Harbinger looked down at me, confused on who Dr. Doofenshmirtz is, but changing his attention. I'll amuse you, I suppose, since you and the Knights will likely find the answer in due time anyways, Dottore said, smiling as he stood upright. The Balladeer, or as you would know, the 6th Harbinger, being in Mondstadt was a lie, fed to the underlings in expectations that it would be known to you. My eyes widened at that statement. So this was planned for a while, and this was to lower my guard, as a higher-ranking Fatui Harbinger would make me be on high alert. But still, how did he know I was a god? Then how did you? I try my luck one more time in hopes I get more information out of him, but he cuts me off. How had I known you were a god? Dottore held a smile on his face as he walked towards me, signaling he was about done with my questions. Well, that's simple. A small bird flew on his shoulder. My eyes narrowed to take a closer look at the bird. It's mechanical. So he spied on me while I was explaining I was a god to Deluc and the others at the Dawn Winery. Dottore held one last smile as I barely managed to hear his words. Now, to see if that title of God of Void carries on this world. He looked towards me, amused, as I started to go unconscious. I gave Dottore one last look before I drifted off, and when I woke up. Where am I? I was in a pitch-black place, completely devoid of any light, an abyss. Chapter 14. A Sinner. Rimuru, Pav. After getting attacked by Dottore, I woke up after what felt like hours in a strange dimension filled with darkness, strange monsters, a weird barren landscape, and a guy with green hair and 3 swords, so with no other option I decided to explore the area in hopes of a way out. Wandering this place, I saw different structures which had a weird-looking symbol on them, a symbol of the abyss. As I kept looking for a way out, I started thinking back to what had happened. That Dottore person caught me off guard. I've been too relaxed during my time in this world, considering it's supposed to be my vacation, I mutter in annoyance. After some more hours of wandering, I noticed something following me, a creature with a bloodthirsty presence. I then launched an anemo slash directly behind me to kill it. My attack landed on the creature that was following me, and hearing it was no longer moving, I casually walked up to its corpse to see what it was. A rifthound, huh? I muttered as I touched its corpse, feeling its rock-hard skin. I heard about these from Lisa. She said someone named Gold created them. I thought they'd be stronger by how she praised them. I continued roaming the abyss, when suddenly I saw a giant fortress or castle-like structure. However, unlike the other structures I saw, this one had purple light flowing out of it, along with its design being slightly different, and having nowhere else to go, I went in there. This world operates on a much weaker power scale compared to other universes, let alone the Cardinal world. I continued thinking on why I became so relaxed during my time in this world, as I explored inside this abyss structure. I paused, noticing something shining in the distance, maybe a way out of the abyss. I walked towards it. My footsteps were audible as it was quiet. Maybe the recent times of peace back home made me too complacent. Sigh, no point thinking about it now. I'll beat that guy up later. Sighing, I moved towards the light, hoping for a way out of here. My eyes widened slightly as I see a strange purple crystal, chained up in a room. I hear a voice calling me to it, and as I reached out to touch it, a voice echoed in my mind, the God of Void. A person truly worthy of the power of the abyss. I kept my hand on the purple crystal, not flinching or being scared of the voice. What are you? How do you know I'm a god? And why grant me that power? I questioned this thing quickly, wary of it being an enemy. If this is from the abyss, I don't trust it, I thought to myself, on guard of it. I am but a sinner. I learned of you through my followers, but that is unimportant. As for why, you shall find out in due time. The entity, now known as the sinner, spoke in my mind. Followers? As in the abyss mages. I spoke to myself as I realized this was probably some type of leader for the abyss. Only the Fatui knows about me being a god. Did the abyss also spy on me? Do you think you'll convince me to get me on your side just because you granted me some power? I questioned this thing again. If it wants me to help them, forget it, I thought to myself, annoyed as the abyss's goals included the destruction of the nations of Teyvat. The purple crystal spoke in my mind once more, convincing you? That is something not needed. You'll understand our motivations soon. This is just a gesture of goodwill. Join us or not, it is your choice. Gesture of goodwill. Why? Does it want to get on my good side because it knows how strong I am? I thought to myself as a purple light suddenly enveloped me, filling me with a new power. Abyssal power. I clench my fists as I feel the abyssal magic coursing through me. With this, I can get out of here, I thought, and as I looked up again to thank the glowing crystal. Ah well. Thank you for helping em. I stopped mid-sentence, realizing it had vanished. At least let me thank you. Disappointed, I turned my head away. Time to get out of here. Hopefully, Ether and the others are alright. I spoke to myself. But what do they mean? I'll understand their motivations. Sai curse me for limiting my brain processing speed when I sealed my powers too. After being annoyed about not knowing why the reason for the abyss's goals, I turn my focus on more important matters as I raise my hand, letting abyssal magic surround it. Come on. Work, I mutter. Slowly, the space in front of me began to tear apart, forming a portal. The purple light from it illuminating my face. Jean is probably going to question me for ages about where I went. I sigh softly. Then, without further hesitation, I jumped into the portal.